So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel. Im letzten Part haben wir den Untergrund hier erkundet und das war doch schon ganz schön groß hier. Ich dachte, das wäre nur ein kleiner Abschnitt, aber nein, es war ein ziemlich großer Dungeon vergleichsweise. Und ist das jetzt schon der Dungeon dieses Kapitels gewesen? Ich meine, das wäre ein bisschen sehr seltsam, aber vielleicht wurde auch der Aufbau des Kapitels einfach geändert und wir hatten die Dungeons früher und dafür haben wir später keinen Dungeon mehr. Oder wir bekommen noch einen Dungeon, das kann natürlich auch sein. Aber wie gesagt, es wirkte schon wie ein vollständiger Dungeon. Aber mal sehen, was jetzt passieren wird. Denn wir haben dann plötzlich Musik gehört. Und wo zur Hölle landen wir jetzt bloß? Ein geheimer Ausgang, ha? Ah. Isn't this Mater Park? If so, we're not far from City Hall. Sehr schick hier. Den Ort haben wir auf jeden Fall noch nicht gesehen bisher. Dann kriegen wir doch noch ein bisschen mehr zu entdecken, hä? Und daher kommt die Musik also. Haha, who'd have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? Still has remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages. You can really feel the city's history. Na, immerhin ein Layout, was gleich bleibt, hä? It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Berea Hut's underground waterway. Ja, das glaube ich auch. Hey, Elliot. Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was listening to the sonata, then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. Du hast Freunde? They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? No sweat, go ahead. First we should go and greet them too. Natürlich erstmal neue Freunde finden. Deswegen sind wir hier, nicht wahr? Wo waren die denn jetzt? Irgendwo da hinten, ne? Ja. Ich gucke mich hier trotzdem vorher noch ein bisschen generell um, würde ich sagen. Where are you all from? I'm pretty sure you'll come to a dead end if you go up there. Well, just be sure to stay away from the plants. My grandson and I take care of them every day. Das macht ihr gut, das ist auf jeden Fall sehr hübsch hier. Und ja, da oben ist wohl eigentlich nichts, ne? Eigentlich aber auch nur. Außer man kennt Geheimgänge, ja. Die wir bereits entdeckt haben. Crystal Garden. Klingt schon mal einladend auf jeden Fall. Bist du der Sohn von dem alten Mann da draußen? Oh, sorry, the Crystal Garden is closed for the day. Oh. Ah, that's right, I do remember hearing that the Crystal Garden closes at 5 p.m. That's a shame. It looks like such a pretty garden too. I wish we'd stop by a bit sooner. It's okay, we're not really that strict about enforcing the closing time. You're welcome to take a look if you want. Still, the plants here do look prettier during the day. If you have some free time, try to come back tomorrow. You'll definitely be impressed. Ist das so, ist das so? Wenn das Sonnenlicht da drauf scheint, werden die gleich nochmal viel schöner, oder wie ist das? Ja, momentan gibt es hier nicht so viel zu sehen, ne? Außer noch Schmetterlinge dazu. An sich ist es auf jeden Fall sehr schick hier, aber an sich finden wir auch nicht allzu viel hier. An sich, habe ich jetzt ziemlich oft gesagt, an sich. Gut, dann gehen wir mal wieder raus. Ich glaube, hier gibt es echt nichts gerade. Aber wir kommen auf jeden Fall nochmal wieder. Vielleicht gibt es dann ja, was weiß ich hier. Vielleicht auch einfach nichts, außer schönere Blumen, die dann schön leuchten oder so unter dem Sonnenlicht. Aber vielleicht auch etwas Sinnvolles. Vielleicht auch das. Can you not loiter around while I'm talking to my girlfriend? Here, take this book and go somewhere else. It's embarrassing having someone watching us. Ah, vielen Dank dafür, aber ich rede mit ihr auch noch, bitte. Why won't you buy me a new bag? Cheapskate. Not to worry, my sweet. I'll be sure to buy it for you. In about 5 years, when I've saved up enough money to afford it. Hahaha. Welch eine glückliche Beziehung jedoch führt. Ja, ich sehe schon. Und hier gibt es mal wieder etwas Schönes. Ah! Getränke. So, students over there come here to perform pretty often. They're pretty good too. I wonder what academy they're from. Das frage ich mich auch. Aber das werden wir vielleicht noch herausfinden. Apple Juice ist gut, ich mag das. Wie vielleicht einige von euch wissen, mag ich Apfelschorle. Vor allem Apfelschorle sehr gerne. Ich weiß, natürlich war das wahrscheinlich kein Apfelschorle, sondern nur Apfelsaft, aber Apfelschorle ist gut. Und aus Apfelsaft kann man die Apfelschorle machen, also, ja. Das sind die talentierten Musiker, die die ganze Zeit dasselbe spielen, in einer Dauerschleife, die mir echt auf die Nerven geht. Aber hey, sie sind absolut talentiert, nicht wahr? Wait. Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Ja, das ist unsere kleine Berühmtheit hier. Hey, great to see you, Morris. You too, Ron, Kalinka. Feels like forever since you've been around. You seem like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? We are Elliot's classmates at the Thos Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we are all about the same age too. So, you Elliot's hometown friends then? Which school's uniform is that? Oh, we're students at the music academy. Ach, wer hätte das erwartet? Music, huh? Yeah, it's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. Wärst du da nicht auch gerne hingegangen, Elliot? Gib's doch zu. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Academy always plays for the concert they hold during the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Alright, this does seem like the perfect place to practice. Yeah, can't believe how good you've all gotten though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the song in my sleep now. Oh, ich auch. So true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if, after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were here at the music academy with us. Oh, don't misunderstand. Thos has a really good reputation and all. So are you still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. Ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm glad to hear it. You were really good. I'd hate to hear you'd given it up. Hopefully we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Wow, is it that time already? We'd better get on back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it. And if we've got practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. If you've got some free time, it'd be great if you could come and see us perform in concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Thanks, looking forward to it. See you later, Elliot. Alright, later. Vielleicht ist das jetzt etwas weit hergeholt, aber kann es sein, dass er wirklich gerne auf diese Schule gehen würde und er nur auf die Military Academy geht, weil sein Vater ja auch in der Armee sehr stark tätig ist. Ich weiß gerade nicht mehr genau, was er war, aber war ja eine ziemlich wichtige Person in irgendeiner Armee, glaube ich. Könnte das zusammenhängen? Ich weiß es nicht. Elliot. Hey, are you? No, it's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel to give a report? It's not back to my house. This is probably busy cooking up a storm right about now. Okay, let's be off then. It's at night. After enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited into Elliot's room.
Whoa, this is incredible.
You could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really? Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes. And that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield. But I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Ist halt Elliot, aber meint's ja lieb.
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
Ja, das stimmt wohl.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen.
Ey, für einen Protagonisten sagt er relativ wenig peinliche Sachen. Es gibt da schlimmere, habe ich gehört.
Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Aber ja, dann scheine ich es wohl doch richtig erraten zu haben. So ungefähr 5 Minuten bevor es sowieso aufgelöst wurde. Aber hey, es waren nicht mal 5 Minuten, glaube ich. Ja, gut, immerhin. Gut, dann gehen wir wohl alle nach Hause, okay, meinetwegen. Also, zurück zur Gilde. I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliots longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. And she even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. We'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, you know, I've lived here all my life. But it's only now that I'm running around doing field study tasks that I'm realizing just how big the city is. Yeah, I'll bet. So just going to slip tomorrow's task into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah, they should be delivered first thing tomorrow morning. Considering how organized my father is, I don't doubt they'll be delivered on time. So I do worry what we're in for. There's this terrible feeling he'll put us to tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, that's more reason we should finish up our report and hit the sack early, I suppose. Hey, what's wrong, you two? You tired of something? You've been awfully quiet. Ich glaube, sie mögen sich nicht, falls euch das noch nicht aufgefallen ist. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Hä? Was? Was? Nein, nicht das! Fee, I challenge you to a duel. What? Huh? Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Hold on a minute. Ich dachte, du entschuldigst dich jetzt oder so, aber nein. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. Fee and I will face each other in single combat to determine a victor. That's all. Oh, that's all. Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this. Especially not at night. It wakes the whole neighborhood. How about that park we were at earlier? Meta Park, I think. That seems an ideal venue. The area around the exit from the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. But honestly, Reen, you're not just going along with this, are you? Oh, shush it. The capital might have had a heady nightlife, but that's no excuse to cause a commotion. Bah! Alright, let's head over to the park then. The trams are still running, right? They run until around 11. Are we seriously doing this? Ja, Matthias, wir tun es. Ernsthaft. Ich weiß auch nicht so genau warum, aber wir tun es. Hier. Haben wir noch das eine Gebiet nur noch zur Auswahl gerade. Dann gehen wir mal los. Für ein Duell. Mitten in der Nacht oder am Abend. Mitten in der Nacht ist es ja nicht. Ist ja noch nicht mal 11 offensichtlich. Und ich habe mich schon letzten Tag darüber lustig gemacht, dass jemand 11 Uhr mitten in der Nacht genannt hat. Ich weiß nicht, von wem ich rede. Aber die Person weiß vielleicht, von wem ich rede. The park scenery has an almost mystical air at night. It's nice. You're in luck. Not too many people taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? Put a sock in it, Matthias. I apologize for burdening you with this, but I'd appreciate you keeping watch. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to that gazebo. Gazebo. Keine Ahnung, was das ist, also wie man das ausspricht, aber egal. Da gehen wir jetzt hin. Nachdem ich noch mit Leuten geredet habe, denn ich habe schon eine Person hier auf der Bank gesehen. Hi.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Ja, das stimmt wohl, aber vertragen können sie sich trotzdem irgendwie nicht wahr? Also, ohne ein Duell zumindest nicht. Phew, today's show was busy. There's no better way to unwind than a cold beer on the cool night air. Du hast gar kein Bier dabei. Aber das war so am Rande. Aber vielleicht sagst du auch, das wäre halt der beste Weg, aber du bist halt gerade nicht dabei, den besten Weg zu leben. Und ihr sitzt immer noch hier. Habt ihr keine anderen Sachen zu tun in eurer Beziehung? What was that? I didn't quite hear you, so say it again. I love you, baby. Loud and clearer. Nein, nein. Das werde ich nicht lauter sagen. But it's so early. Let's stay and talk some more. Es ist nicht früh, Leute. Es ist nicht früh. Aber ja, redet noch mehr, redet noch mehr. Wenn ihr Spaß daran habt, dann will ich euch diesen Spaß nicht nehmen. Ich verstehe euch ja. Shut it, you're trying to start a fight here, punk. Come on, tough guy, speak up. Ah, ich verstehe, was hier passiert. Das wäre auch ein cooles Style auf jeden Fall. Chief, please. You had far too much drink. Let's just sit back already. Also ich würde das Duell jetzt gerne sehen, aber anscheinend wird der Kampf nicht anfangen. Ich sehe schon. Ja, jetzt kommen wir wohl endgültig nicht mehr rein. What a shame. You might want to keep those thoughts to yourself. If I'm begging you, please don't cause any trouble here. Hä? Was wollte sie denn tun? Ich verstehe nicht, wovon ihr redet, aber okay. Wir gehen jetzt hier oben hin und haben ein Duell. I don't see any people in this part of the park. I'm fine with you if you are.
Alright, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really? Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliott's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully, and that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So that's how it was. Did you know about this? Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You aren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so... honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reen, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say. That's all, Laura, alright.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
Aus Prinzip halt einfach.
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Go!
Warte mal, was passiert hier? Soll ich jetzt jemanden steuern oder ist es einfach nur... Okay, ich gucke nur zu. Aber es wurde nicht als Cutscene gemacht, es wurde einfach als ein automatisch ablaufender Kampf gemacht, tatsächlich.
Here.
Impressive.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
Ja, das war...
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Reen?
Ja, das habe ich mir auch gefragt.
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
So ein Mist aber auch.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway.
Ziemlich unbefriedigender Sieg, ha?
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen.
Richtig, ich will's auch hören.
Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Okay.
Außer Elliot natürlich, der ist nicht da.
I used to be part of a Jaeger corps called Zephyr. Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King. He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger corps. He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger corps, the Red Constellation. People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
Ja, das war dann wohl doch die etwas detailreichere Erklärung, auf die ich jetzt schon seit 2 Kapiteln gewartet habe. Und du natürlich auch, Laura. I don't know what to say. Der sagst es auch schon das 3. Mal heute, glaube ich. After that, you ended up coming to the academy. Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal. And after that, well, you know the rest. Trotzdem hast du also keine allzu große Vergangenheit mit Sarah. Ich hätte mehr erwartet tatsächlich. Vielleicht habe ich aber auch einfach zu viel erwartet, was das angeht, ha? That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. Still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little? Oh. Let's do it. Warte mal, was? No, wait just a minute. Okay, noch ein Kampf anscheinend. Gut, diesmal darf ich aber wohl mitkämpfen, ne? Ja, I should have known. Guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh? Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak. But we'll give it a try. You've got to be kidding me. We haven't got a chance against them. Come on, this is a good opportunity to see what they really can do, huh? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for field study and give it the best we've got. Fine. Ja, dann mal sehen, wie es läuft. But I don't intend to hold back. Natürlich nicht. Warum solltest du dich auch zurückhalten müssen bei denen? So I expect no less from both of you. You have my thanks. Here we go. Ich bin absolut nicht auf einen Kampf vorbereitet. Ich dachte, ihr wollt euch nur duellieren, nicht noch gegen uns kämpfen. Okay. Ja, wir können jetzt zur Linken. Hätte ich mir fast denken können. Warte mal. Hahaha. Ich spiele aber auf der Seite. Gut. Das hätte ich jetzt eigentlich nicht erwartet gerade. Dafür bin ich noch weniger vorbereitet irgendwie. Egal. Kann man damit treffen schon mal. Das probiere ich direkt. Ja, hat nicht allzu viel gebracht. Schade, schade. Und was ist das hier? Ist neu, ne? Ich probiere es einfach mal. Das macht schon mal Schaden und Rush. So rum ist natürlich kein Problem. Also ich denke, wir machen die ziemlich gut fertig gerade. Vor allem macht er nicht schon am Boden jetzt gerade. Und so viel Schaden macht ihn auch nicht alleine, vor allem nicht. Hast halt keine starken Angriffe, ne? Also keine wirklich starken Einzelangriffe. Nee, echt nicht. Kannst du mal damit irgendwie versuchen, ne? Aber nee, damit treffe ich nicht beide, definitiv nicht. Damit auch nicht und damit auch nicht. Gut, dann greife ich gerade ihn an. So, Critical, sehr schön. Und nochmal drauf da. Ja, das ist kein Problem gerade. Das ist echt absolut kein Problem hier. Auch wenn er jetzt den Auto-Leaf-Cutter einsetzt. Der macht natürlich einiges an Schaden, prinzipiell, aber nicht ansatzweise so viel wie das, was wir so hier tun. Ich will doch eben noch CP auffüllen lassen, ganz ehrlich gesagt. Da könnte ich den nur S-Crop sitzen. Wobei am besten natürlich eher mit Laura, weil die hat jetzt eh schon fast 100. So, natürlich ist eben noch Magias mit ihr. Und jetzt kannst du direkt deinen Angriff starten. Auf Reen. Na, was ist nämlich damit wahrscheinlich? Würde mich wundern, wenn nicht. Ah doch, er überlebt.
Let's do this.
Er motiviert sich selbst immerhin nochmal.
I'll handle it.
Das machst du gut, Reen. Ich bin stolz auf dich. Aber das war's mit
Should
dir.
have seen that coming.
Ja,
Done. But we can't relax yet.
my life in a nutshell. Motivation! Oh, okay, das war's. Schade. Oh Gott. Sehr schön, Reen. Raven reached Level 3. Eine neue Art. Und länger Speed und mehr Stuff. Und ich bin zufrieden und glücklich und wir machen weiter. Gott.
Done.
Tut mir leid, ich kann das gerade echt nicht ernst nehmen, was gerade passiert ist. Das war sehr schön. Ein sehr schöner Abschluss für ein sehr schönes Duell. Und das war ja kein Duell mehr, es war ja ein Kampf 2 gegen 2. Aber egal. We did it. Aha. Hätte mich auch gewundert, wenn nicht. So alleine aus der storytechnischen Sicht. Haha. You two. It's like they're off in their own little world. I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo. Hey, what are you for doing? Crap. Uh-oh. Students, I hear from one of the local high schools. We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in idiot's name were you doing? Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this. We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there. Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good an idea as it first seemed. Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better. Ja, wahrscheinlich schon. You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders. Naja, solange wir diesmal keine Probleme mit dem Militär bekommen, stört mich das nicht. Ist ja auch nicht dasselbe Militär wie in den ersten beiden Kapiteln, von daher... Natürlich kriegen wir nicht so viele Probleme. Oder war es doch nicht, oder? Sah jedenfalls von der Uniform aus... ja, von der Uniform her aus... Ich habe gleich einen Satzbau, okay? Ich habe gleich den richtigen Satzbau. Sieht jedenfalls von der Uniform her nicht danach aus, als wären es dieselbe Typen gewesen, die uns in den ersten beiden Kapiteln Probleme gemacht haben. Genau.
Keep up the good work.
Danke, ich gebe mir Mühe. Vor allem mit Grammatik. Oh Gott. Gut, ein weiterer Tag, ein weiteres Glückchen mit Spaß und Spannung. Wovon rede ich? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich weiß es absolut nicht. Aber Sonntag. Und Elliot kommt auch mal zurück. Der hat gar nichts davon mitbekommen. Der hat keine Ahnung, was passiert ist. Und es ist eine ganze Menge passiert. Gut, dass er nicht dabei war, würde ich sagen. Ha? Gut, dass er nicht dabei war. Huh? Also, er ist still all asleep? It's almost time for breakfast. Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting. Oh, what's wrong? You look exhausted here. Ich weiß auch nicht warum. You might say we had a pretty eventful night. Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Look at these geriatrics. Ja, genau die. On the other hand, as you can see, we have just to spare. Isn't it right, Fee? Psh. And you call yourselves men. How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human? Whoa, just calm down. Oh, what the heck did you guys do last night? Oh, eine Menge. Eine Menge was... Okay, nein, wir haben nichts Schmutziges gemacht. Okay, alles gut, keine Sorge. The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Phil and Laura are all buddy-buddy now. Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first, let's grab the list of today's tests from the mailbox. Ha? Ja, genau das. Ich will wissen, was wir machen müssen. Aber das erfahren wir wahrscheinlich erst beim Frühstück, oder? Yep, genau. Oder danach sogar erst, je nachdem. Oh, so that's what's happened yesterday after you guys left? I feel all left out now. You have all apologies. But listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. We'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning after one like we did. Oh, schön, dass es rausgeschnitten wurde, ha? Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's not the lack of sleep that gets you, it's the mental fatigue. So did you receive another packet of tests from the governor? Yep, probably delivered first thing this morning, before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we finish our breakfast. Agreed. Make sure you get plenty to eat so you'll have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from, if you can manage it. Sehr freundlich, sehr freundlich. Immerhin haben wir immer was Gutes zu essen auf den Field Studies, ha? So, was haben wir zu tun? Gut, 2 optionale Aufgaben und eine wichtige Aufgabe und oh no, no, no. Das ist das Kätzchen von dem kleinen Mädchen, ne? Our family's kitten has gone missing. If you can help us, please visit us in our home in the Ost District. Ja, das werde ich auf jeden Fall erledigen, das ist wichtig. Made for walking. Mann, sind die Questbeschreibung gerade kurz. I need someone to test a new product. Lesage on Vancouver Street. Howard, von dem haben wir schon mal gehört. Der ist anscheinend ein ziemlich krasser Designer oder so. A terrifying monster has been sighted in an underground waterway near Heimdall Port. Okay. Es gibt wohl doch eine Kanalisation, hä? Gut, aber dann müssen wir da wohl heute erst hin. Looks like we've got quite a variety today too. Yeah, one of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Richtig. We have some most examination requests from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problems getting there on the trams. Same for Meta Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care everyone. It'll be fun just walking around watching as everyone puts a finishing touches on... Touches, ja. Touches, absolut touches und nicht touches, nein. On the decorations. Right. Thanks, sis. Thank you very much for making us breakfast. Alright, let's get started. These jobs aren't going to do themselves. Absolut nicht, dafür sind wir hier. Aber erst beim nächsten Mal natürlich. Ich hoffe natürlich, es hat euch wieder halbwegs gefallen, also lasst wie immer einen Kommentar da und dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.